So we are at the equipment auction today, hunting for some stuff because I want to buy some stuff. None of this, but we're going to play with it anyway, just because it's here and we can. David has learned that, there he is, that you could just come here and play on all of this stuff, and there's no one that like stops you from doing anything. You can't like dig holes in the ground. You can't like take the dozers and like go out on the road, but you can drive them around. So there's some trucks over there I really want to look at, a couple of trailers I really want to look at. You guys have seen me here before, but there's more stuff I want to buy, so we're back. And while we're here at the auction, even though we're no longer over there at the auction, we're here at my house because I was recording all this on my phone, and the app I was using to record it decided to lock up and not save a whole bunch of footage, including the part where I explained all of this. But while we're at the auction, we are going to play my favorite game, which is the auction guessing game. So when we're looking at like a specific piece of equipment, I'm going to put the lot number of that piece of equipment right here at the bottom of the screen, and then you are going to guess what it's going to sell for in the auction, because the auction is 2 days from when I recorded this, which means by the time I edit all this, the auction will have already happened and I'll be able to put what it actually sold for. So when we start looking at something, I'll put the lot number down below. You go comment what you think it's going to sell for, especially as we get through looking a little more and you can see it a little better. And then at the end of the video, all the ones that I did that on, we'll go back through and I'll put what they sold for, and you get to see how close you were. Now, back over to the auction where we'll see how much of this footage actually got saved and how much my phone didn't record.
On it.
How's the room in there?
Not roomy.
Dude, this is you. You could get around college so much better with this.
Yeah.
Put some seats in the back you could charge to give rides.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it have like a full-on computer display like a Tesla?
It does, but...
Is it a USB charger in the center of the screen?
It is, but it's all in Japanese, so I don't know how to use it.
Mr. Cool here with his sucker. I like the custom dash stuff though. Like, oh, we got power. They work. Hey, how many laps do you think we could do around the place before we get kicked out?
I think we could get a couple.
There's no way they could catch us. Check it out, battery levels. We got height wall. We got high beams and low beams, but it doesn't do anything. Hold up. Dude, they got backup cameras.
There's pretend buttons on the steering wheel.
That don't actually, oh, they don't do anything. I thought they were real. It's got a backup camera showing the retaining wall behind us. The parking brake is just a knob on the brake pedal. I don't think this is very structurally rated. Is that one dead?
Yeah.
This one's got power. Hey, cool. It's cool. It's so like thin, you can pull the bed up and down. And it's just spot little tack welded. Not a single one has a roof rack that's like in any way solid. But it's got a sunroof. It's even got the overlander lights. Oh, that's not mounted. I wonder if that's supposed to be like that. Some assembly required. But hey, this is 2 for the price of 1. There's only 1 lot number. You could probably make 1 out of the 2. So what I kind of want to do, since I've seen these things at the auction, I think would be super cool, is look at them. They got little normal like axles in them. buy one of these things and build like a miniature rock crawler out of the axles of it. Well, you got the whole engine and everything, but like that loader is worthless for anything really actually working. But turn something like this into like a mini rock crawler.
Yeah.
Build a cage that's not made out of 1/8" flat bar. Look at this, is your roll cage. This is like, I could build a more substantial thing in my garage. What's that throttle pedal even made out of? Like, yeah, choke it. Is there a starter button on it? Or you have battery switch? What the hell is this? Oh, there's a key back here. No, that's dead. I wonder if it has a pull starter. That'd be hilarious. There's a little V-twin gas engine.
It's all Japanese again.
Oh yeah. Hold up. Does this mean it has oil or does not have oil?
I don't know.
So you found high gear.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. They got like a house breaker for your on-off switch here. Slow speed, high speed. It's ready to roll.
It just doesn't have the key.
I think that's for all of our safety. You would think at a certain point they would know not to make the boom go back so far. Didn't happen on this one yet, but this one, and this one, and there was another one over there, and that one up there. All busted windows because the boom's come back. Need to work on their clearances a little bit. But check out the fancy floor mats they got. It's custom. Kill a battery. I also like how there was no safety that meant I had to be in the machine with the safety lever going to operate it. Just go. What are these even? Drive, blade. These are not good. Not good. You can just drive it if you want.
Yeah.
Like, the keys are in it. There's no one stopping you.
Yeah.
But since you don't like run equipment, one thing you should know about dozers is you have to push the throttle pedal in to stop them, and when you take your foot off, they go full throttle. It's backwards.
Why?
So that when someone like you hops in at somewhere like this and you put it in gear and take your foot off the throttle because it started moving, it goes full throttle and crashes through everything.
Yes.
That's why. I'll show you. Okay, we're in the John Deere now because the Komatsu's got a dead battery. If you ask them, they'll come and jumpstart the machines for you. That's what that guy driving on the truck's for. So this one, like I said, decelerator. In is less throttle, out is more throttle. So if we go ahead and give this thing some power. So watch. Pedal in, idle, pedal out, throttle, decelerator. And then this shuts her down. Backwards. Because when you're pushing all day, you want to be like full throttle pushing all day long. You'll wear out your foot trying to hold this down the whole time. So they make them backwards, so you take it off and the dozer just pushes, you run your blade and your stuff and you push. And then when you go to stop to change directions, you idle down, put it in reverse, let back off and take back off in reverse. That's forward, neutral, reverse, and then this is your steering. And then this switch right here is your gears. Basically, push that up, you go faster, push that down, you go slower. Over here, blade up, blade down, tilt that way, angle blade, and then if you have slope board or whatever, you use these right here. And this is your ripper control for those back there. So yeah, basic moral of the story, if you want to hop on a dozer and play with it in an auction, just know that if you take your foot off the throttle, it goes wide open throttle and you'll end up in the street. So here's the part we really came for, is the trucks. I don't have enough trucks and I need more. And there's only really one here that I'm somewhat interested in, but we're gonna look at all of them because that's what we do.
Yep.
International, does it have a max force? Probably, which means it's broke down already. This will go cheap because of what it is. 936,000 miles, just under 1 million miles on this truck. Decent tires on it though. Even comes with some pine needles and lots and lots and lots of fifth wheel grease. Who did that? Hey, this one, David, has the dinette bunk in it I was telling you about.
Oh yeah?
Go hop in that side. So these Volvo trucks, if you're gonna have to like live out of a truck, these things are the way to go. Check this out.
Oh yeah.
You come back in here and you got like this whole bunk you could sit in. And this folds down into a bed, and then this is also another bed up here that comes down.
Like an RV?
There's supposed to be a fridge right there. You can put a microwave there or there. Should be a closet. Somehow. Whoops. Okay, we'll put that right here. My bad. This truck also has 1 million miles on it, but you can run your bunk heater and all, and air conditioner out from back here. This one should have an APU on it, but then it's got the dividers right there you can close. But wouldn't this have been so much nicer for having lunch the other day?
It is nice.
Especially if the fridge and microwave were here and the drawers didn't fall out of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, this truck's had some use. So what do you guys think the 1 million mile Volvo is gonna go for? Now this right here, the Freightliner Classic. This one's beat. But holy bungee cords. Look at this. Like some bungee cords and blocks of wood. There's no way the inside of this thing is nice. Oh yeah. Almost exactly what I was expecting. At one time, this was a fancy truck. This was a really nice truck. At some point, what the electrical tape is going on here? It smells like truck driver in here. This is like a $5,000 truck. This truck matches your sweater, you have to get it. I bet you this thing goes for like $1,000 bucks.
Driving around it.
Did they paint this with that roller? Or like brushes? NOx exempt, that's what that means. It means this was a Northern California truck. When CARB came up, this truck was in the NOx exempt zone. Oh yeah, now we're talking.
You have to get in from the passenger side.
It's just how you have to drive this truck, from the passenger side. Oh, got the doghouse. That's a huge sleeper though. getting in. Check out how much room is in this. This is like a giant bed.
Yeah.
It's got carpet ceiling. Look at this little tiny hole you have to drive in. Someone has driven 880,000 miles in this thing. Sitting out in front of the front axle, because the front axle is like back here. Bouncing around in this little hole.
Yeah.
This should require, it stinks, let's get out. Hey, it's Chex Mix. They painted the lug nut caps with the rim. Those are not supposed to be painted. Are all of these trucks like some arts and crafts project that was like hand painted with like house brushes? Because that's what look at this. From like far away, this one looked decent, right? And then that's like hand brushed without masking tape. $158,651. I'm betting that's 1,158,651. Little Mack truck. Hey, I thought we couldn't drive them around. Good news, it comes with spare tires that are more worn out than the tires that are on it. This though is the truck I wanted to look at. See, it has all the nut covers on every single bolt on the frame. That means at some point someone cared about this truck. Maybe not any time in its recent life, but at some point this was a truck someone cared about. It's got straight pipes on it, not the big deep elbow ones though. It has a 2-line wet kit on it for running hydraulics. New torque arms in there. I guess that's panhard bar or whatever. Torque arms that way, I know. But U-joints actually have grease on them, like freshly greased. It's got good brakes on it, decent tires, little hokey fifth wheel ramps that don't actually do anything. New bar back here too. There's a hydraulic tank for that wet kit. Strobe lights, because everybody loves those. Is your load secured properly, and have you completed your pre-trip? Organ truck. Shall we start it up and see what it does? They arm rolled the tires. I think it's a C15 in it said. Bostrom seat for the driver, screw the passenger, they sit on a brick. This truck is a 2001 or 2, I believe, and supposedly only has like 200,000 miles on it, but it has the hours to match, so I don't think the odometer's rolled over like that one has, over 1 million miles. Oh, fired right up. PTO controls, air ride, inner axle only, no full lockers. Bottom dump switches here. Light bar control. Yeah, 200,000 miles, and I believe 7,800 hours, which if you do the math, that actually adds up to 200,000 is an accurate number. Radio's held in with wire tie, that's nice. Really good oil pressure. Sounds good. It sounds healthy. old low bed. It has low boy written on here. So this was, oh, Star Equipment Rental. So it was equipment rental company's truck, which explains the low miles and pulled their low boy. This also explains the light bar. Let's open the hood. Don't burn yourself on that exhaust. C15 single turbo, the last of the good ones. Nothing major leaking on this side anyway. Look how clean that oil is. They like just changed that. So like I said, this looks like a truck that was cared for, at least at some point. Clean oil, fresh grease on all the U-joints, fresh grease on all the steering and front end parts, all the nut covers on the frame, stacks, everything. Like, this was a cared for truck for a good portion of its life, and the fact that it only has 200,000 miles on it means it was hardly used at all, especially for the year. So I bet this will go fairly high. This would be a good truck to get a hold of. We're gonna bid on this. I bet it's gonna go high because it's a Peterbilt with a C15 pre-emissions that only has 200,000 miles. So I'm betting this goes 30, low 30s. So this truck's had a lot of maintenance done. It's got all the new panhard bars in the back, new kingpins, new bushings on the leaf springs. Like, it's taken care of. This one should go high. It's a nice, a little bit rough looking, but it clean up nice, and it's in good like mechanical shape, it appears. Hopefully it's not here because like the motor's about to go or something like that. But it sounds good. Hi. You better be having fun in there.
Yeah.
But I don't get to come in. Keys in it?
Release for that?
For what?
The door.
Oh, it's probably air. See if you have to air it up. Start it up. You're allowed. Oh, there's a bee trap in here. So when this thing starts vibrating because you started it up, there's a bunch of bees gonna come flying out.
Probably.
I bet it's that silver or that one. Hey, this is a Thomas bus.
Oh.
You know who owns Thomas buses?
Who?
Daimler. You know who Daimler also owns?
Who?
Western Star.
Oh, really?
You know what that means?
It's a Western
This
Star.
thing's badass.
Maybe there isn't a key for it. Oh, it was that the whole time.
See, I was right. There it is.
Holy.
It's an Acert cat that's leaking like crazy. Big surprise. Got air, so it started at some point. Otherwise there wouldn't be air in it.
Yeah.
Crank it. Oh yeah. So, after your test drive, what do you think it's going to go for?
500.
500 bucks? Oh, it's going to go more than that. Oh yeah, this will go for like 2,000 because some hippie will buy it to turn it into like a schoolie or whatever they want to say. Need to get this for my wife so she can haul our projects around. Okay, shelving for all our stuff. Unlock. Where's the lock button? Look at all the stuff you can haul around.
Yeah.
Oh, it runs.
It runs.
If my wife would go shopping and then she'd have all these places to fill up all the stuff she got, the big stuff would go in the middle. It's got a security door. It's a Dodge. No way it has electrical problems.
The wipers work.
You have park brake somewhere?
Brake.
Is there electron? Oh, here.
Ah. And it runs.
How many miles are on it?
142,000.
Backup alarm?
Beeps, yeah.
My wife so needs this. Come on back. Might have to throw a bid on this. You get this for dirt cheap.
This is it's not bad.
It's pretty like
You could clean
pressure
it up.
wash the
Yeah,
inside.
you
It would
could
be
clean it up a
cool.
little bit. All the windows work except for the driver one. Oh, never mind. I got it to work. You just have to pound on it.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
This actually looks pretty decent.
It
It's like
smells good in
with
here,
a
surprisingly.
with a 6-year-old. I need the rubber floors.
Yeah.
Okay, place your bets. What's the Dodge gonna go for? 98,000 miles, 4-wheel drive. Supposedly everything works. What do you think it's gonna go for?
A few grand at least.
Think a few grand?
It's
3,000?
pretty nice.
If it's a few grand, I'm buying it. If you need a Chevy single cab work truck, got a few. Oh, finally a dump truck I can afford. Extended cab model too. Look at the mouse poop in the steering wheel. Oh, oh my gosh. Look inside that thing. Look in. Open the door. It's even better. We gotta push the button first.
Oh man, that is disgusting.
Wow. So here's the thing about these auctions. Everything sells.
Yeah, someone will buy this.
For how much?
$100.
$100 you think? What do you guys think? Put it down there.
Someone will buy it just to put it out front of their property as like a decoration.
It's got moss on it. David thinks $100. I think 5 because someone's gonna bid on it online without opening the door. Comes with spare windshield wipers. Good God. Look at the heater box. Oh.
That thing is so gross.
Okay, we're finally getting to what I really need, which is implements for my little backhoe. I need a set of forks for it. There's a 4-in-1 bucket right here that I want to buy for it. And I really need a set of those grapples right there for one project at my house, but I don't need them after that, so that doesn't really make sense. But I do absolutely need a set of forks, and I want that 4-in-1 bucket right there. So we're going to bid on those. These are the fancy ones you hook up to the hydraulics and they go in and out hydraulically. But really, I just need one of these. These are 4,200 pound rated ones here. This one and that one. The back one is not. These are a little bit lighter duty, 3,500 pound. And then it goes down to like 2,200 pound lighter ones down here that we don't want. So there's only 2 of the 4,200 pound ones. What are the hydraulic ones rated to? 1.5 ton. Each fork? 3,000 pound? Huh. I don't know. I think I just need this simple fork right here. Do you know what these are for?
Hey.
Correct. Bale spears. Stab into the bale and then pick it up and then you pull right back out. So we're back at the Peterbilt. I want to come look at it some more. and I found the annual inspection report in here. So all the stuff we were noticing, like they got defect marked, like the steering components, that's the kingpins and all that, was marked as needs repair, and then here's the date that it was repaired on April 16th, 2024. Track bars right here, same thing, needs repair, April 16th. So this truck went in, had an exhaust leak, so it's probably got some new exhaust clamps on it. That's repaired. That's handy to find. I bet they left it in here on purpose. This is a decent truck.
Yeah.
It's actually, the miles and hours all make sense, like component wise, mechanically. Like I said, it needs some cleaning up. It's definitely been pretty dirty. The outside needs some cleaning up too, but I think this is actually a really good truck. We'll have to throw some bids at this one and see what it does. What year is it? I thought it was 02. Is it raining?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, well, it started raining.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Lunch.
Nailed it. Good food?
Great food.
Good food.